Hi, this is Mia. This is some little bit about money and working and being an adult. I guess children can do this, but it's not always necessary. Like hustling for money and working like crazy every day, even days you're not working. So I just mentioned in probably 2020 and 2021 that I had reminded multiple times family members to set up an account with certain, some of them are apps. A lot of things that used to be websites are now apps. Um, and while I tell you about that, I'll show you this. I have this USAA power of attorney that I was supposed to be working on. I wonder if I had to get this. Oh, I had to get it notarized. Oh, this is for military. If not, it's become a person authorized to notarize members of the civilian acknowledgement. So I gotta get this notarized. I'm a notary and I can't do it. I don't think expiration. Okay. Let me just look and see if this has a spot for two names. Grantor. Attorney in fact. Okay, it looks like it has a successor of the attorney in fact. Banking, transitions, insurance. Foreign policy senior. What the? Your information, your attorney in fact. It says or family member or associate of a senior foreign policy. What does it mean? Or does that mean that you check yes if they are a family member? I don't understand. Or a family member or associate of. So that didn't make sense. It looked like, wait, maybe it says, is your attorney in fact a senior political figure or family member or associate of a senior foreign political figure? I think it's political figure, comma, or family member or associate. So that, it sounds like you say, of course, it's a family member. That it's like, but that comma, not having a comma, makes it look like. Okay, so I thought I filled one of those out online and I didn't have to get a notary, so I gotta take this in. I have to look and see if, I should be making a list. Can I write it on here? No. I need to make a list. This list is turned into an absolute mess. I'm going to show you because I write notes for my business and that ain't none of your business. This one does have a shopping list. Q-tips, noodles, oranges, and lemons, which I couldn't read. The Q-tips here are not name brand, so that was a concern. Pencil. At least I know what a pencil is. Remember where that pencil is. I want a pen. So I have these. I don't like the blue ones that much. The orange ones are my favorite color. It's probably best to have a regular, like a little bit softer, because especially if you have blue on blue or green on blue, it's hard. I think it's hard to read. That's my opinion. So let's say power of attorney. So we're talking about adulting. Started the video before I got distracted talking about finances and apps. So you want to check the fine print on these apps. Let me give you an example. I don't think, what's the one that they were pushing? It's not Webull. Okay, so there's Webull. Let's go write them down. There's Cash App. There's PayPal. I don't have that as an app. There's Robinhood. And is there another one that starts with a C? There's a lot of these, okay? And I saw some articles about how to make $2,000 in 2 days or something. And then it just took me to some link and then some course. Why does the phone look funny? I got to get going. Okay, the first thing I said I was going to do is figure out about this appointment that I have. Let me just look at the time. Okay, it says 11 and it's 9:30. I better look because for all I know it's an hour and a half away. And I'd be like, bing, in the car right now. So I applied for a freelance something job, medical term, AMA editor or something. It's not really editor. So I sent myself an email. Let's go to sent because I cannot. Got too many emails. Wait for this. People are telling me they don't have money to invest it or they don't have money to do a retirement account. People are telling me they don't trust these apps. They don't want to put their credit card or their account information and be connected. I mean, there's a lot of data breaches. There's a lot of scams. There's phishing sites. There's things like if someone like me sends it to them, it's like not, what do people do, those stupid, send this to 15 friends and you'll have good luck for the rest of your life. You know, like, it's not like a chain letter. You know what I mean? And it's also a tool that can be used for your business, business accounts. If you don't have, I was going to get from Chase a free card reader, and then they delivered it, didn't tell me, didn't give me a tracking. I missed the delivery, and they took it back or something. And then they said, oh, it expired, you have to pay like $400. I said, you guys promised that I opened an account with you and do this business stuff that I would be able to take the money with the machine, point of sale, for a list of charges. Like, I don't think it was a monthly fee. I'm taking my money out of Chase. I'm taking my money out of any other bank that's lied. I got 3 banks on my list of people that straight up lie. Okay, so let me write the address down. I'm just going to write it on here. I don't want to. So this is, I was like, please tell me that this is, okay, so this is an old one. I must have messed up when I sent myself, that looks like the wrong, there's 2 different loan signing from, or real estate transactions. So I didn't send I'm going to send myself this one. And they were both from the same company. Or from the same app. I'm talking about apps. So let's just delete these and let's, oh shoot, this pen was doing that the other day. It could be from the paper, it could be straight getting out of ink. So if you do loan signing, I'm doing medical, I've been turning in bills, I haven't got paid a penny. They are being ignored, or they're not getting there, or they're not being processed, or they're denied, which usually I get a letter, at least I know I tried. So I gotta just plow down. I'm not gonna get this stuff before the end of the year. Well, I shouldn't say no. I could text back some. It'll be the 31st tomorrow. Let me just do this before I find out that this person is. Control P, save as PDF. So I put this in the wrong. So I'm gonna say 12/30/21. Anyways, this is how I think. If you don't like it, this is not the channel to be watching. Or you could watch it and see, maybe you have a friend or a loved one, or even a stranger or someone at work that has a hard time. I wouldn't say have a hard time focusing, but maybe, like me, this is how they thrive. I'm going to send this to myself. I'll say subject, I'll say notary, I'll say bankster. I'll say that and the date. It says the 30th, 2020. I'll spell out December just in case I'm doing a search. Think about this if you can't depend on this. If you have something happen in your email, actually, like your little email account actually gets deleted. Okay. Gets deleted. I have one email address through Yahoo that I hadn't checked in a while. And guess what happened? All the emails are gone. Every one of them. Every one of them are gone. They like just deleted me. Oh. There's this. Alright, let's type in the address, guys. So, I do not want to sign a contract for a job and agree to come and call out for any reason. If I'm sick, I don't like calling out. If there's another job or an appointment gets rescheduled, I don't like calling out. But if I'm not scheduled and I make notary loan signing, medical, I'm a doctor, naturopathic doctor, I'm a doula, I'm doing some birth stuff. If somebody calls me on those, and then the job is like, oh, can you work? I don't know, already from appointments to agreeing to do something, a lot of times, I've said this before, it's days, weeks, 3 months, 6 months, a year in advance that I made it in my schedule. And some stuff you reschedule or you can't do it, you lost a job and you're kind of on their naughty list. You change a certain type of appointment, they'll put it back another 6 weeks. My gums and teeth are nasty because I canceled an appointment with a toxic place. So that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. I have, okay, I have that email. And now I need to do the directions because I gotta leave. As far as I'm thinking, it's a half an hour away, but I could be wrong. So I made this mistake the other day. I thought it was going to be 15, 20 with me driving slow and walking to the car and taking my jolly time. This says 14 miles. I don't mean nothing. 14 miles, so it looks like 23 minutes. And then there's a place called Bethlehem. Oh, Choptank. I know where Choptank is. Someone that grew up around here told me there's no such thing as Choptank. Yes, there is. So some of these places, there's a river and there's only so many bridges too. So sometimes you're here, like we were at the other place, you had to go like up and around. You can't just cut across. That's how, the same way in Portland. Home, the kids' school, right across. But you had to go this way or this way. In fact, on the Max, we went all the way to the Columbia River and then backtrack all the way back over here. On the highway, you still have to go I-5 to 205 and then tuck back. And it's helicopter. I'm not a helicopter pilot. So that's, I'm going to just put 23. I'm going to put 16 miles. And this is a problem too. I need to make a spreadsheet. I'm going to do it right now. So I'm jumping all over the place. You guys might not like it. Let's say, let me look at the time. So it's at 11. I have to walk to the car. I put everything in the bag. I checked it. I clipped it. I got new tape. I got new flags, I guess, with the Christmas stuff that I got. Christmas stuff wasn't really Christmas stuff. It was just like everyday items. I get some cute you ever get some cute boxes from stuff that you buy and you're like, I don't want to get rid of this box. So I'm going to go to, I'm trying to think Excel. I couldn't think of what I was talking about. And I'm going to open a Notary. I don't know if I should combine it. I think I'm going to combine it. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think I'm going to combine it. That might be a bad idea. Because I'm trying to think about taxes for this year. So, I'm going to go to the bottom and name the sheet combo Notary and LSA. Alright, so we'll save that. And then we'll save this as, oh shoot, I was trying to think. Let's put combo, let's put 2020. I was trying to think if I need it on a separate document. And then let's make a second page, a second sheet, and let's name that, why did I name it 2020? 2021. Then the second one is 2022. I'll say combo, Notary, LSA. Okay? Go back to 2020. Or this one, and fix that and make it 2021. It's hard to say. You remember that. I might take some cards in there. I wonder if I have any. I'm going to take some cards, and I should do sticky notes. I don't want to waste. So I don't want to waste. We got a bunch of cards from my boyfriend's mom. I should use those. And I have some index cards. I have some colorful index cards. What I'm thinking is cut out the date. This sounds so cheesy. The numbers. Cut the index cards in half. So 1 on a Sharpie. 1, 2, slash 30 slash. Write it out. 2021. That's what I'm thinking. Or you could just, you know what you could do? You could take like a piece of paper and write 2021 on it. No, not from now till tomorrow. And then take the other dates and put the slashes in it and just like stick the other dates right on there. And then some people do that, I think, and they put like a card, like cardstock, and then bend it and stick it out on the table. Because it starts getting tiring going through the stuff, especially if people are in a hurry. My expiration date, I have 2 expiration dates for my notary. One is my general notary, and one is my loan signing, which is typical in this state. So I'm going to go to employment, and then I'm going to go to notary, and I'm going to say spreadsheet jobs, I don't know, jobs and info. Started 12, 30. I don't know if I say start at 12. I'll say start 12, 21. I'll say jobs started. I'm gonna write yearly. Okay, I'll just save that. And then let's go back to the document and let's find some headings. Let's say date, type of signing. Let's say well, I have to come back and let's say number of signers. I gotta do the thingy on this. Format these cells is irritating the heck. Let's see. I need to do the where's the drop down list? Try to do a drop down list. That didn't work very well. Alright, so I'm gonna do format cell. I want the wrap the text so it looks neat. You know what we had to do? People don't hire me. They haven't hired me for office jobs, and we had to make the dang. I'm old enough that we had to make the dang spreadsheet freaking program on with basic A language. Yeah. Did you hear me? Did you hear me? I took 2 classes in high school on basic. So you got a blank computer screen with like a cursor, and you had to write lines of code, 9, 10, 20, 30. I think the class is only like an hour long. And you had to go through all the code. They say, make a spreadsheet for this accounting for this office, like scenario, where you have all these employees and each of them has a different income for that check, and here's the taxes taken out of each check, and what's the total that they get, like what's the gross and what's the net or whatever, and you had to like label it all. So right now I could do that, and I'd still be like, wait, how do you do the math? How do you do times the percent times this with the equals of the formula? But we had to make the program from scratch with a blank screen and insert these people's names. I don't know if it's like parentheses, and then you have to print it out to turn into a teacher at the end of the class. So you turn that freaking computer off. It doesn't save it until next week's class or tomorrow's class, guys. So I'm saying to tell you, you gotta do it fast. I mean, I had a whole classroom full of people. I ain't the only one in my age that knew basic. My dad was a basic A teacher, starting teaching himself in the 70s. Basic and basic A. I don't know the difference. Look that up. Sorry, I'm old, so it's hard to remember. So I get mad when I have trouble using this, because the old Windows 7 or whatever, when there was a Windows 7 and a Windows XP, all the old Windows, I swear all the programs were so easy and are free, and they didn't have to be bought every year, and they didn't have all these commercials and all this bloatware and all this. So here's the thing. Going back to the investment, I made a little bit of money. I'm talking a very little bit of money. If I don't sell my crypto or stocks, I ain't made a penny, and they better not tax me on that, which I need to look that up. So because I have these lists going, this one's going with me, the grocery list. I crossed everything out. We'll need the, let me charge this. We'll need the, no, this is not the grocery list. We haven't done a grocery list. So I put on there, I already made a list. Q-tips, noodles. I'd be careful with these chargers. I had some cords on my flat chargers, and it was like, the cord was like making the light on the bottom light up, and it was reading it out. Let's write it on this one. Alright, so we're going to do, you're going to do retirement account. Rebull has one, and I don't think they're going to take the funds until, it said the 3rd, and I got paid through Square, and I need to change it to my Notary job. Actually, I need to change it to make a separate account, and I need a Notary email address, a different one. So I had to work on that. They're cutting naturopaths who sell supplements. I'm not selling supplements from my office. I don't know if it counts if you have a full script account or a Wellubate account, but they're cutting people left and right for their card processing without much notice, not even giving them any options, because stuff is like not FDA regulated. So that's crazy. People could send PayPal invoices. I hate the fees and stuff. I couldn't get mine to work twice. It wouldn't. I have the card touchless thing where they stick the card in. So I thought at first it was like put it in proximity, but it's not. I forgot I had the swipe thing. I could have used that. It's a lot cheaper percentage if you don't type in the number, which drives me crazy. But it's always the first. So change or add a Notary Square account, and then that way I can get the funds, because now that's the 30th. It didn't go. It said it's not going to transfer that. I went to the wrong account. I think it went to my, why do I feel like it went to my store? I feel like it went to my other store. I don't know what account it went to, but straighten that up. So I do that stuff when I'm like still in bed and multitasking. So we need to get parking for the town. So let's look at my phone away. Let's look that up on here. Okay. My sticky is not sticky, and now that's bothering me. Okay, parking permit or parking pass. I'm trying. Doesn't look like they have any kind of grace period. So before we put quarters in and it lasts like an hour and a half, I think. Now they're going to use the kiosk. I swear, you can only use cards. Well, it says cash can still be made. I was like, if you're going to use cards, it's going to cause the price to go up just because the payment, the fee. If I were to charge someone 25 cents on Square, I'd be paying over 30 cents just off the top, I think. It's like PayPal, like 30 cents plus a percentage, like 2.3 or 3.8% per transaction. 20 reminders, that's not what I'm looking for. East off-street permit. So I'm trying, oh shoot, you know what I was looking for. I wasn't looking for this permit. I need this permit though. Okay, so we got one in the mail. And we have this one. So it's $175. Let's see, 175 times 2. $350. And they charge, they don't say it on here, but they charge like 4% or something. My boyfriend said, it's only a few percent. I was like, it's like 10%. I swear we paid like $375. It was 4% is still 4, 8, 12. Wait. I didn't do the math right, did I? Oh. $16. Who wants to pay extra? I swear it was like more like $20-something fee to use a card, which is lame as heck. So let's look up there's a town city office. There's no signs. If my boyfriend knows this town, because he's from here, I would have no clue that was there and that was an option. I wouldn't even know that there was a permit. Or if I did, I wouldn't. I guess it says it on there where to take it. But you know what I mean? There's an online account you can customize. I wonder if I'm trying to see if they're open tomorrow. Is what I'm trying to do. So I gotta go to work. Excuse me. This state and the city, everything is so inefficient. I'm not even joking. Like, I could just be me. I'm not gonna discount that it's not me. But it's so bad. American Rescue Plan. Oh, there's another account, Treasury Direct. I don't know if that's, look it up first. I tried to do it and it didn't let me do it on the iPad. It looks like a really old-fashioned form. I expect the government websites to be very primitive, but be careful that you don't get so that you can order bonds online. I used to get them from the bank like every few paychecks. I was making really like 10 cents over minimum wage, single mom, trying to go into medical school, living in overpriced, low-income housing. If you got 8-10 people living in your house and nobody has income, you still pay $250, but $250 for a 3-4 bedroom is better than $2,000, $1,000 something for 3 bedrooms. Everyone keeps having to get more jobs just to pay the rent. The rent gets locked in and then it increases. It's a different story. I'm going to do this to-do list is getting unsticky first of all and really stressful. Alright, so going back to other things like multiple streams of income, I have this ring light. It has a before and after picture. It doesn't look like it helps too much. She just has a little bit of a draft. You know, it's like draft, but shadow. That's the word I'm like. Something that's coming your way. There's a shadow. I'm gonna see if I can open this easily. So I went into the out here. What do you call it? Stores. Big lots. I saw 3 stores coming in. COVID killed 2 of them. One open, and I don't even know if it opened. I don't know if it was. What's the one like people, or like, not people. What's one like Marshalls? There is a Marshall. There's something like that opened up, and then it had the sign, I thought, and it said hiring, and I don't think it opened, or maybe it opened. So this is a ring light. I don't see. I think there's. Oh, it's got a stick. I don't know if you have to put everything on there at once. This is cheap paper, I'm not gonna lie. This is. I'm not even gonna read it. It's inappropriate. The grammar is translating inappropriately. So let's just leave it at that. This is what it goes. Doesn't look like it goes there. I don't know which was the light part now. What's weird is the phone holder. Oh, it goes sideways. I'm like so spaced out. It doesn't look like your phone can. It seems like the phone needs to be like this, not like that. This is awkward. Alright, this extra stuff is. What is this extra stuff, guys? I have no idea. The word screw does not always translate well. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. So I have people complain about my videos, and I was watching, I'm not even going to say whose video it is, but it's one of my favorite band ones, and she was saying that she had stuff to do, because I kept saying when I watched her video, oh, she looks so relaxed, oh, she's always smiling, oh, she's always really happy, I'm envious, I need to get a van. How is she paying for this? Wow, she's lucky. She has, this isn't, I don't even know if this is supposed to be like this, but it is loose. So this is not, something's not right here. I feel like this ball should be on the top, like, because there's no way you can put your phone on there. This dang picture. This is not good. Oh, it's supposed to be sideways. But still, like, that doesn't matter, does it? Yeah, that's what it looks like. There's something not right about it, because the phone thing should, and it doesn't even have a picture of it. It has the picture of the phone thing being straight up and down, but I don't see any way. or it has the phone. This guy has the phone like this in the picture. But from what I can see, the phone is straight up pointing at the ceiling. And the whole thing just tipped over. So this might be. And this guy has his phone sideways. It does not fit on there sideways. There is absolutely no way. So this is fake. This doesn't work. If it's on there like this, but again, it's shining at the ceiling and it's tipping over even more. So this is going back. Piece. I seriously can't believe that they show the front. This thing does not open far enough to put your phone sideways. Okay, so let's charge the phone. I'm so mad right now. They had it at $40-something one, but the light won't even. Like, it just spins around. Like, I tightened everything. I tighten the ball, and it just falls over. Do I have it wrong? The picture shows it just like this. This stuff has to go in the kitchen. I wanted to do this live for you guys. This thing is a mess. Let's just say. I am not in the mood to leave. I am not. I'm on call. Yeah, this thing doesn't tighten it. I'm scared it's going to break it. I have some stuff that I do, like everyone else, online. And I really have these bad lights. I'm scared to turn it on. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, there's the different lights. I like that one. Blue, warm, no, that's warm, blue, and white. And then there's a plus or minus. And then I don't think, oh yeah, the cord is long enough. So what I feel like is not long enough. That it should be up high. I even tilted it and the whole thing, like this part is like metal or something. Like I feel like it should have the light on the stick. This is horrible. I look a way worse. So that I'll work on it. So you get for spending a little bit of money. I'm really disappointed. I can't believe the picture is so fake. And it looks horrible too. Especially they have this African American and he looks like he's inside of a cave. Like at least this lady, her face is bright. We'll work on it. I'm gonna set something up maybe out there and see if it lights. Because now you can see his shadows around me. I tried, you guys. I seen one at Walmart. I should have gotten that one like 4 months ago. So I have to leave here. I gotta finish getting dressed. I had a pen in my lap earlier. What I wanted to go back to was I saw this person doing van life and how happy and peaceful and zen they looked. And then I said, how does she make the money? How is she working that type of job where it's a hands-on job? Like as a doctor, I could do, everyone can do work from home. I guess if it's the right type of like task, but I can do telehealth and I can do remote monitoring. There's bunch of stuff that I tried to get a grant to pay for this, but they have where you can lend out blood pressure monitors, and they even have like the eye exam stuff, like all these ear exam, where they sign up the patient and they put this on their smartphone, and I can literally see in the computer their eyes and their inner ear, just like as though I was doing it. That's kind of cool, but I didn't qualify for the grant because I don't know why I didn't. I didn't figure that out. But if I was a ditch digger and that was my job, was to shovel or use machinery, then it's harder to work from home. You can work remote, so and not have to go to the office and go to the job. So I didn't understand how this young lady was doing that, and she says that she'll never be on the camera in an emotional state that is going to make her vulnerable to other people's energy, or just that, and at a job doing this beauty and coaching and health stuff, I don't know what, and she was never going to be vulnerable to, or in a state where she was kind of being an emotional state she didn't like, that you guys would see. And to me, that's why I felt this good energy, and it was good to see someone who was able to talk about their grounding techniques and their different connections with the earth. And so all I see, I close my eyes, there's rings everywhere. So warning, like, yeah, just because of the side of my eye. So maybe turn it down, maybe. I gotta go though. And she revealed that she wasn't van lifing. She went back to her town and was working, and that she was getting the views because people wanted van life stuff, and she wanted to talk about her spiritual life and her, and I respect her for making this video, but it's those views and that monetization, and you don't do what the people want, the money goes away. For some of us, we never got money. I think I had earned 1 cent before they put a block on the small people. And I believe they could still put ads on small people that don't have revenue. I think they could still put ads on channels like mine, and the ad people, they'll still make money from the ad people, but I won't make a penny, and I won't even be able, I don't know if, I've felt like I've seen this before, which is awkward, but so I'll be like, this person only has 50 subscribers, and how are they getting, why are they having ads on their site? The worst is when you're doing a guided meditation and this loud ad just bursts right into. I've heard some people say that they didn't put ads on theirs, because like when I used to do ads, you can say like 1 ad after 4 minutes and 1 2 minutes before the end. Like you could choose it by a little little yellow line thing. But with me, I feel like I'm respectful of this person to say that she was taking the van to a state park locally and making a video and going back home. And somebody, since that, one of the commenters, I mean, it's her life. It's just that whole aspect. Everyone liked her attitude and her giggling and her dog and all that stuff. And that's how I don't know about everyone, because I'm not everyone, but that's what I liked, was the person, not necessarily the object that she was living in, because of that lifestyle and how to do it and all this. But it's interesting to think, especially when people edit, they have thumbnails that are kind of seductive, and they have this peace, because you'll see me on here crying and carrying on and angry and confused, and it's like, for me, when you see me zenned out, that would be a natural zen out. I think I should focus more. I think my message can get across better if I do tone myself down a bit, only because of the PTSD and the raw food diet, and my mind still racing, always in the survival mode, struggling with it, decreasing income and rising cost. It's almost like the cost of living keeps doubling over every 5 years, but my income gets halved, like literally does get halved. It can go from $35,000 to 0 to 10,000. Like, it's just like per year. Like, that should be, as a doctor, it should be like per month. Like, not even, no, like legit what insurance will pay someone with my degree and my letters after my name. Legit. And you can't give everyone discounts because people are like me buying stuff like this. Buying bottled water, buying coffees. Like, put the money aside, even if you have to hide it in the accounts or invest it. And I don't know. But that's a different story. I would just be a little bit dishonest if I didn't film. It'd be better for you guys probably, but to only film when I'm in this like Zen state, you know, because I'm usually not ever in the Zen state. So my weight has continued to go up. It's just shy of 180, 180 a few weeks ago. When I had, maybe 2.5 months ago, I had gotten some more of these supplements, and it had gone as low as 171. Last year when I had all the jobs, it had gone as low as 161. I thought for sure I'd be in the 150s, not the other way around. I'm buying vegetables, kale, spinach, mixed greens, eggplant, oranges, so fruit and vegetables, oranges, bananas. I'm not even eating as many bananas, lemons, and then I'm gonna put some seaweed in the dehydrator or something with some tomatoes. I like those two things together. Some nori, raw nori. And so I'm trying to exercise more, take my walks, be fit, do my martial art moves inside the apartment since I have room. Try to do it even if I don't have room, but I like to do it in private. So my weight is going up. My menses has stopped. This is month 2 of no menstrual and no pregnancy. So I've immediately had like menopause as far as I am now. It's really scary. Financially, I'm struggling and I want to cry. There's some stuff I want to do before tomorrow midnight. I think some transactions may take more than one day and some transactions may cut off. I realized one year at 4 or 5 o'clock in a certain time zone, if you're going to pay your student loan and try to get that interest money back in taxes and stuff. So look at that, especially if you're low income like me. If you pay interest, you're losing $200. If you don't pay, you owe. And then you owe more on taxes. So I wish I could just debt snowball and get rid of these loans, but they've doubled and tripled, literally, in the past 6 years. And it would be another doubling if it wasn't for COVID. So you need to look at the bright side of things. Look at the stuff like the power of attorneys individually. Look at stuff. If you get like a Webull account and maybe you only got a $5 stock like me, and because it was free, how do you, if something happens to you, how do you let your loved ones know that you have that account? Did you write a letter? Did you write a will? Did you write something in their background that says, hey, I'm going to have such and such take my assets when something happens to me? So it's not tied up in court. So it's not tied up in bills. It could be taken by a credit card. You don't know. Look at the fine print. Get out of debt. Find some way. So once you're gone, you have those passwords, you have those debts, you might have safety deposit box. Someone is telling somebody something about cash. They had an envelope system with thousands of dollars in their house, and someone's like, you ought to put that in a bank right away. You ought to put, like, if something happens, don't have more than 2,000. I mean, if it gets stolen, you don't even know if you'll get the money. Someone tried to make a comment, put in a P.O. box or safety deposit box. I've thought of that P.O. box form before. I don't think you're supposed to do that. And be careful with the safe deposit. If you forget to pay or the bank shuts down, like we've had a bank shut down before I got stranded out of town from COVID. And luckily I went and got the money when I did. Because as the kids got older, the banks changed. I don't know who signed what as another signer. There's another person who can get the safe deposit. And there wasn't really money in there. It was like $1.50 or something. But I had some pictures or something from my dad's side of the family. Family tree was in there. Spending all this money for family tree, but P.O. box, I've seen the lady go in a P.O. box out of town, and she comes in to the post office. So what happened? There's no mail in my box. I'm missing a bunch of mail. They said once your box gets full, we take everything out and send it back to sender. Like, could you imagine if you sent yourself checks or cash or money or, you know, bills? You're expecting to do all the, maybe all your tax stuff from your business, your 1099s, go to that, and imagine getting back like in March, right, or April or something, and everything is gone. So they have control. All these places have control. I'm not saying anything. Like, I think put your eggs in more than one basket, but I don't think a P.O. box is designed for that. And you don't know. What are you going to do? Like, just stick an envelope in there and leave it in there? Like, people mess with that. That I don't think it's not designed for that. Let's just put it like, wait, I gotta go check the documents one more time. I should have made some tea. I'm gonna take it easy and see if I can post this video as, caddy, I don't want to use the word cattywampus. I'm going to post this video of chaos, ring light, finance. If you work, so what I tell people is, oh, you didn't listen to me. Oh, you didn't do this. So what? Someone got a free $5 stock. Oh, I earned 34 cents. I could lose it. I could say, oh, I'm going to sell all this stuff and clean up my portfolio so I don't have so much outlet, just like clutter in the house. Think it's valuable. They might charge you $7 in fees, so you might get a negative income. So look at that. But with cryptocurrency and people getting stuff double, triple, 1,000, 3,000% raised, you might have put $300 in there, and then you might have $30,000 in there. And maybe you would just blow it. Maybe you would use it for a down payment. Maybe you just buy 3 lots of land somewhere. Or fix your car, or pay off one of your semesters of college. Like, if that's what it is, I mean, it's not free money. You made your money work for you while you slept, while you worked. And that's the thing. And people don't listen to me. People don't listen to me about other things. I don't listen to everyone. I don't always listen to myself or God, and usually I regret my decision. And you have to be careful, because you could follow every path and everything everyone says and end up hurt, or end up that's not right for you. So I don't want to hold it against anybody. I don't want to be I told you so, but in a way you just like facepalm, because especially if you're in a family and your finances and your housing situation affects everybody else, it would be so much better if you could pull and have that money work for you, but you could also lose everything. It's still a risk. Even cash, even your job, even an RV. Someone could steal a $500,000 RV, and your insurance could say, too bad, you didn't have the right insurance. Or you didn't have it located at the right place. You didn't have the door lock that you can remember. Someone could say you made their police report too late. It's like stupid stuff. And so, but I'm learning to enjoy my life. I'm going to teach myself that, and you're going to go along with that journey. I can write that down too. Bye, guys.